Cynical Bastard here with a new segment I like to call Shit You Can't Make Up. So tonight, funny story happens to me. I'm at my evening job and go into Subway to get a little sandwich to eat, and my card declines. Um, that in of itself is worrisome enough, but find out, a check or something had went through a little earlier than I thought, so there's no money in there. I get on the phone with my wife, trying to find out what's going on. I'm flustered at this point. And the lady at the counter says, don't worry, it's fine. I had $5 cash. She said, I'll just take the $5. I know you're in here all the time. Come in tomorrow and just pay me back. And I was like, okay, that's great. That's fine. I'm still on the phone with my wife. I'm angry, embarrassed, flustered, still worried about this, trying to figure out what's going on. And as I'm talking to her, I put my food down on a bench and go up to the counter, with the condiments and things, and get some salt packets. That lady comes around the corner and she says something, and as I'm on the phone, as I say, I'm flustered, I'm sidetracked, and I don't really hear what she says, but in my mind, I'm like, okay, she probably said, don't worry about it, I'll catch you tomorrow and pay me that back. So I kind of just did like that to her, and sit down, still on the phone with my wife. I get done with that conversation, I hang up, and I'm just eating this sandwich, looking across at this family a few tables down. Finish my sandwich. This family gets up and leaves. I get up, go and lean my head over the counter and said, hey, thanks again. Don't worry. I'll be back tomorrow. Pay you back for that. And she goes, no. They paid for it. Did you not hear me? And I was like, who paid for what? What are you talking about? And she goes, I told you earlier that not to worry about it. That family that was ahead of you covered the difference. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I felt like a big jerk, and they probably, God knows what they thought about me. So I don't know whether they went back into Walmart, which is where I was at, in the Subway inside Walmart. I don't know if they went back out to shop or if they left the store. I go out to the parking lot first, couldn't find them anywhere. They probably left maybe a couple minutes before I did. Go around the store. I'm wandering the aisles, just thinking to myself, like what this segment is called, you can't make this shit up about me. And this happens to me all the time. And people who know me really well know that I'm not a religious person. But I am literally saying out loud to myself, whether I'm speaking to God, to karma, to whatever life force is in control of kicking me in the nuts every single day, I'm saying, really? You're going to do this to me? You're not going to let me find these people and thank them who were nice enough to do this to me? So I go back to Subway and I go, I'm the biggest jerk in the world. I couldn't find them to thank them. And she was like, don't worry about it. They probably just thought you were embarrassed. Just help the next person down the line. I'm like, yeah, pay it forward, right? I just, I don't know what to say about that. But it's funny now. I want to share it with you guys because, like I said, you can't make this stuff up. A lot of people say they should write a book about their lives. I really could. If I was any good at writing, I probably would. But, yeah, it's, I can't imagine what they were thinking. Plus, they were some kind of ethnicity. They weren't African American, but they were dark complected. I don't know where they were Native American or Hispanic. But they probably thought I was racist. So that's another thing. They're just looking at me like this racist jerk can't even thank us. And then even the clerk at Subway said, and then I came home, my wife said that people who do those kind of things don't expect to thank you. And I'm thinking, you know what? That may be a little bit true. If it were me, I would be the person on the other end. You're like, you know what? I'd be thinking to myself, I don't expect to thank you, but that's really shitty of that person not to not to at least say thank you. That's what I'd be thinking. But then again, I'm the cynical bastard. So uh, until the next great, you can't make this stuff up. Until then, support your arts because without art, life would be even sicker than it is.